I mean, the next step is
man.
to do all that great shit we've done with gaming in the last few decades and shove it all in VR.
Yeah.
Just shove it all in VR. But
I
one
mean,
thing that
to be
needs to
fair,
happen.
it's the way forward, isn't it? But
It is. But the problem with VR is that little hitch where people are a bit scared about it because you need to have a computer, like an actual computer that can run it. And you like, people don't want to do it because you got to tinker with it. Someone needs to build it for you. You got to buy it. There's loads of cables and shit and you don't know where goes what and shit. That's the problem.
You need to be into gaming and all that.
Yeah, but hopefully, slowly we get over that hurdle where, I mean, look, we have like Oculus Quest, which is like, it's all built already. So it's like a really powerful smartphone inside the headset. So all the games load from there. No cables, nothing. You put it on, the game's already inside.
How good is it?
Outside. I mean, like graphically and stuff, of course, it's not that great because you gotta think about it. The headset's not that big. You can't shove much in there. It's like a mobile phone graphics. A bit better, of course. But
it's fucking price in it.
No, it's actually very cheap. I think it's around 300 quid, which is fairly cheap for a new device. But then again, look at
for what it is, yeah.
Yeah, but for used market for VR now, this is where it's like hitting the point now where you can get a VR headset for around used one for about 100 quid. Like a proper, Oculus Rift, let's say, for 100 quid, which is really affordable now. But then it comes at the cost of the computer. That's the problem. And that's one thing I think Microsoft should fucking put their finger out their ass and make a VR headset.
They make me feel sick. You know that personally from seeing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why I wouldn't invest in one, unfortunately, because I genuinely feel sick after wearing them for a while.
But you do get used to it. If you use it a few times, you actually get used to that. And you don't get sick
I guess so, yeah.
I think it's not for everyone. It's like
maybe
I'm gonna maybe it's a stupid comparison, but like rides in like attraction parks.
Yes.
Some people just can't get used to it. They just
I guess so.
Feel crap after it.
But the thing about VR is that it's not just for playing games. There's so many things you can do about it. For example, how about like, for example, don't have a giant telly in your room or in your house, but then you put VR headset on and you're in a cinema by yourself and you just chill there, watch any movie you want. Or you can go.
Yeah, I must admit, I've always wanted to do that. To be fair, I've always wanted to.
Yeah, or for example, you can go on Google Earth and just explore the rest of the world. Just walk down the streets of Los Angeles right now. I just chill there. And I was like, that's cool. There's so many things you can do. For example, the biggest thing I think that will come up in terms of business-wise is going to be, like they've done it already a few times, is virtual conferences. It's such a big moneymaker for business as well that they will set up the whole, for example, the biggest conference we got like in my industry will be like the photography show that happens in NAC every year on March, which of course got canceled this year. And they said they're gonna do a virtual tour instead, which makes sense. If you have a VR headset, you can be in your underwear and chilling there, going there, meeting people. You can still touch all the products because they will model your products onto your stand, so people can still see exactly what you want to see. And your representatives will be in VR as well, so they can still talk whatever they want to say about the product, about the marketing of it. And how much cheaper is it for the actual businesses? No need to pay for stands and all that stuff to rent out a little space. It makes so much sense.
I mean, with COVID, people are doing that now. Like we are currently getting used to doing all of that via more telephone. But I mean, yeah, exactly. Everything, meetings, sort of going around a house and estate agents, like with a camera showing you around a car.
It's mad how everything has changed. Everything's upside down.
Like, I was speaking with somebody just recently about this. Like, I don't think we'll go back to normal. Remote work, I think, is yet to stay to some degree. It makes sense.
Unless we get a vaccine.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. But what do you mean if we get a vaccine?
No, then people will, people will take it.
I know, but I'm talking that like a business had to take a step because there was something in place that they had to take a step. Before that, there was no one pushing them to try this stuff out. Now I think that a lot of businesses tried this stuff out. Could have been like, oh, this potential could be way, way cheaper in terms of overheads. Maybe not to even own an office anymore.
True, man.
I think there's going to be a lot more consideration now for remote work or remote meetings and stuff like that. I think there's going to be a lot more to think about it now, especially for like small SMEs, like, small little business, not to have an office.
I mean, why wouldn't we move forward that way though? I mean, if everything is progressively getting sort of, more technologically advanced and such. Why would we not take business to that level as well to follow the trend?
I think from a business
I
owner
agree
point of
that it
view,
should
it's
happen, but then to an
tracking
extent.
hours of people. I think people in their own homes.
Yeah, that was going to be my next thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get
can just
represent
lie.
myself. Yeah, you can get easily like procrastination is very strong in your own house. You're just like, oh, I'll go downstairs, I'll grab something, but then you saw something. Oh, you know what? I'll do this for now. They'll go back to the project.
I think people would become more lazy if they worked always from home.
You see,
let's say.
my point of view was that it could be very like very unbeneficial for your mental health. Where, for example, like I know that myself, from my personal point of view, because I don't own an office, I work from home, and working in the same room, where obviously you can see my bed here, working in the same room all day and then going to sleep in the same room, and you keep on doing the same cycle days and days in,
It sucks,
it really
innit?
messes with your psyche, because you never switch environments. So it really messes with your head that you're always in the same feeling. You work here, you eat here, you watch movies here, and you sleep here. It's very wonky in the head. That's why a lot of us go like, to a Starbucks or somewhere back in the day, just go somewhere else and do some work. So I think that one thing would be interesting.
You were that guy. Yeah, that guy. Don't be that guy, but you were that guy.
I'll be that guy. Yeah, I was that guy. Definitely was that guy many of times. Saying that, but do you remember we playing Pokemon Go like 5 years ago, and we walked past a Starbucks, and there was this dude who brought a full-size iMac into a Starbucks on New Street.
I remember that, bro. Yeah.
Like, we're talking like iMac, the big boy, like 27-inch iMac. Just had it on the little Starbucks desk.
Fatback, yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
Just literally had it on the little Starbucks desk, full keyboard, mouse, had some cables in the backpack, and it wasn't even early. It was like I don't know, it was like 11 o'clock or something, and he was just chilling there,
Yeah,
just
man.
doing his
I mean-
homework or whatever. It's great.
Bro, we'd been on like a late night adventure. Like we were out
so
until the
fun.
early hours of the morning, bro. Like,
I used to have a
yeah,
big ass
man.
battery
that
pack.
was cool.
Was so
yeah,
good.
man. Like 8 battery. I was on a bike or walking around with multiple people. Man, I made friends through that as well. That was cool, man. I made quite a few friends through people who were like also kind of following the trend at the time and
Yeah,
being
man,
like,
that
look,
was
man,
the shit.
oh my god, there's a Blastoise over here. And, oh my god, no way.
And
But-
everyone starts running.
Yeah,
Remember
man,
the
yeah.
early days was like somebody says that there's a Pikachu there by Tesco, and you just see these people come out of nowhere. Like you see characters you wouldn't ever think of playing a video game. It's like,
Yeah,
wow,
man.
really? You play Pokemon? I was like,
And
holy
it-
shit, all right.
like big 6'10" gym goers, like get out
Yeah,
of my
literally.
way. Boom. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For real.
It's so cool. A Pokemon Go was such an interesting phase of society, like how everybody did it for like at least a few months. It was so much
For real. Man, I actually downloaded it again not long ago to see like
I
what
did the
is
same
happening.
thing.
And I know that through COVID they did like a sort of I can't remember what
Catch
it
at
was called.
home stuff.
Yeah, like a catch at home. Like you had to click a thing and then stuff would
Yeah.
appear. And I was like, it's very clever, very like innovative for their app and stuff. But I don't know how that went. I uninstalled it about 20 minutes later, to be fair. But,
Yeah, I know.
I lost my account. I lost all of my like go-to. So I was.
I
like, I'm
remember
not
that
starting
happened,
bro.
yeah.
No way. We put too much work in.
We did.